Because to the best of my knowledge, this is the first time in Nigeria that training in Islamic finance is being brought to the doorsteps of the original stakeholders. Islamic scholars, students of knowledge, students of madaris, you are the owners of Islamic finance. But unfortunately, you have allowed others to take up your place when you behave as if you have nothing to do with Islamic finance. But unfortunately, some of you are one of the most vicious attackers of Islamic finance. Now what are they doing here? We want this to come to an end. And please remember what I said this morning. You own Islamic finance. Do you know the reason? It's not an emotional statement. What we call Islamic finance is a product of a law. And what is that law? Shariah. So without Shariah, there is no Islamic finance. And you are the custodians of Shariah. So you have to claim ownership of what belongs to you. And we welcome others too to be our partners. We equally welcome anybody that is interested in the practice of Islamic finance to become our partners. If you like to become our tenant, but you must behave as the landlords. That's my first message to you this morning. And I'm really excited to be part of this program. I came purposefully to Lagos for different purposes, for different reasons. And coming here today is one of the principal reasons why I'm here in Lagos. So, pẹ̀lú ògbọ́lọ́n bí mo ti bá tí àwọn elétò ṣe mẹ́ta láti àgbọ̀dọ̀ wá ní àdúmọ̀ṣe bóyí ọ̀pẹ́ rẹ̀ a máa gbọ́dọ̀ tanra wa. Àwa la ní Islamic finance mo ti rí ìpẹ́ tó bá ní kàkà ṣe pẹ̀lú kéwù torí pé Sharia ló bí tí wọ́n ń pè ní Islamic finance. Àmọ́ o òdodo ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́gbọ́ tí Professor Ismail sọ fún ilé ẹ̀ka bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ma Sharia tọ́bẹ̀ ìdíje ìmùdé ní àlọ́ bọ́bá fẹ́ lò ó níbi tí wọ́n ń pè ní Islamic finance àbí kọ́ gbọ́ èdè finance and economics. And what is the language of economics and finance? It's English, especially in this part of the world. So we want to encourage you. What you have done by mastering Arabic language, the effort you put into that, the resources that you have invested in achieving that, I can assure you 50% or less of those efforts and investment will be sufficient for you to have the command of English language that you need as a Sharia advisor, as a Sharia compliance officer, as a Sharia auditor, or even as a member of a Sharia board of a bank or the government operator or capital market operator. Kaka fisọ́kàn yìí, làákà ìdẹ́yẹn nínú ìkéwù, kò ní ìdájú rẹ̀ lọ àti kọ́mọ́tò bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ó fi máa dédé èèkó tó wọ́n kà fi lo ti ń bẹ lára àwọn ẹ̀mẹ́jọ wọn pa ìmọ̀ yìí máa wà ní ara. And as I've said, the training is not only for imams, scholars. I want you to say, Imam, we welcome them. Ó wù wá kájọ ṣe àṣepọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí partners. Ẹ̀yin ò ní tí àwọn ò ní. Ẹ̀yin náà wà á gbà báwa náà ní tí ẹ̀yin náà ò ní. Á wà fọwọ́ yẹ̀wẹ̀ fọwọ́ kọ́ba àti kíni.
Kọ́ba àlè má.
Fọwọ́ yẹn ò ní dọ̀tí mọ́. Làbá ti fọwọ́ wẹ̀ fọwọ́. Now, having said this before, we are starting with this one. Okay. 2 sessions, the new different. The original plan is to copy al-Qawaidu al-Fiqh, Islamic legal maxim. But in the wisdom of your, I think it's okay. We revert to the original plan. So bí mo ṣe ń sọ ọ̀nà méjì ni ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ apá ìdílé mi ó tó nínú ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lọ́jọ́ mẹ́ta. Ọ̀nà méjì. Ọ̀nà alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ òun ni ìdáǹpè ní al-Qawaidu al-Fiqh, Islamic legal maxim. Báwo la ṣe lè lò wọ́n àti ké Qawaidu al-Fiqh àmì òkéwù? I want to believe that. Bó o láti wá lo àwọn maxims, àwọn principles fíkì yìí, al-Qawaidu al-Fiqhiyya, níbi tó bá di ká dá sọ̀rọ̀ Islamic banking or generally Islamic finance. Tá a bá parí eléyìí pẹ̀lú ìyọ̀ǹda Ọlọ́run, wọ́n lá ní a short break. Bóyá a fi hàn á wá nǹkan sínú, á na ẹsẹ̀, á mẹ̀kọ́ láàrin ara wa. So pẹ̀lú ògbọ́dọ̀ tá a bá padà dé lónìí náà ni o. Á wá sọ̀rọ̀ pàǹtí ìbéèrè tẹ́nìkan béèrè láìpẹ́ yìí pé ṣé bóun bá ti kú òní training yìí òun náà ti gbé mẹ́mbà ìgbà ìfọ́sùn bọ́dí ara guidelines tó fi fọ́sùn.
We shall go into the nitty-gritty of what we call Sharia governance. Being a member of ACE, being a Sharia advisor, being a Sharia compliance officer, being a Sharia auditor, these are all part of what we call Sharia governance. Our being Sharia governance is all over the world. It's a controversial thing. But what I will try to do in my own section is to relate it to the Nigerian practice. In Africa, ìṣèjọba Sharia lójú ọ̀nà báńkì, ìnáwó àti ìtọ́jú bẹ́ẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà àtiwá ó lè yàtọ̀ díẹ̀ sí ti ọwà Nàìjíríà, ó lè yàtọ̀ díẹ̀ sí ti ń bẹ ní Saudi Arabia, because àwọn realities kankan bẹ, àwọn òdodo kan bẹ káàkiri àkọsíra wa. For example náà, bàbá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wọ oko mi, àwọn kan ti wà ń bẹ ogójì ọdún àádọ́ta ọdún. Wọ́n lè má ṣe é ṣe kó lè gbé àwọn kankan táwọn máa gbé ìlú béèrè tí ẹni ilé ìgbé wọn bá bẹ́ẹ̀ dé èsì sáwọn. Ìjẹ́bú ẹ̀ náà ló ní ìwọ́n bá bẹ́ẹ̀ dé èsì mẹ́mbà ní Nàìjíríà. So àgbà láti relate máa ẹni practice in our country. But the starting point would be the application of Islamic legal maxims, al-qawaidu al-fiqhiyya, in non-interest financial interest. Against that, in all honesty, and mélòó ló ti kọ́kọ́ wáyé ìyá ìlú àtàkù. Wọ́n mú yàn sí pé ṣe kí ló ti kọ́kọ́ wáyé ìyá. Ọ̀dẹ̀yà mélòó I can see some hands up. The dilemma I'm facing here now is that they constitute a minority. Àwọn tí ó ti kọ́kọ́ wáyé ìyá ló tó wá tẹ́lẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ àwọn nìkan ká sì fẹ́ dá ní ẹ̀kọ́. Èyí náà kíra yín náà wá lẹ́kùn àwátá àti lọ oko ọ̀wáyé ìyá ní gbogbo ọ̀gbẹ̀ta lọ́ra wọn.